The next morning, Luke and Nora were eating breakfast when there was a loud knock on their front door. Their mom answered it, and she found two stern-looking men in black suits and sunglasses.
"Ma'am, this is a matter of national security. We need to confiscate your vehicle immediately,"
one of the agents said as he flashed his badge to their mom. Luke and Nora looked at each other in shock. How could these men know about their van's special abilities? And before their mom could respond, the agents pushed past her into the garage. And when Luke and Nora saw this, they both sprung into action. "We can't let them take the van," Luke said. The two kids ran into the garage and jumped into the van, locking the doors behind them. One agent pounded on the window.
"Hey, you open up. That vehicle is government property."
Luke gripped the steering wheel and whispered, "Van, you have to get us out of here." And instantly, the van roared to life and smashed through the garage door, tires squealing as they sped off down the street with the agents chasing after them. And as they raced through town, more black SUVs joined in the chase after the van, just like the police had done the day before. Nora checked the GPS map and said, "Head for the highway, van. I have an idea." So the van drove up to the next ramp and then effortlessly weaved through the traffic. The government cars were following close behind. "We need to get off their radar," Nora said. She entered coordinates into the GPS and then she punched the rocket button. And the van blasted forward, leaving the agents far behind. And up ahead was a cliffside overlooking the sea. "Hold on!" Luke shouted, and at the last second, the van lifted off the ground, sailing over the cliff's edge, driving straight toward the water. And just before impact, Luke yanked up and the van leveled right out, skimming above the waves like a jet ski. And then the government agents could only watch helplessly from the clifftop as Luke and Nora disappeared with the van over the horizon. "Nice thinking, Nora. I think we lost him," Luke said, giving his sister a high five. And the van zoomed over the waves with Luke and Nora wondering where it was going to take them. And then suddenly, the van started going down very quickly. Nora, I think we're going underwater." Luke and Nora held on tight as the van went and splashed into the water and went beneath the surface of the waves. And right before their eyes, the van started to transform into a high-tech submarine, complete with viewports and lights on the outside. And as they dove into the depths of the water, it was dark at the bottom of the sea, and they couldn't see anything. So the van turned on its high-powered lights, and do you know what they saw? They saw a giant, sleeping octopus, and it was huge. It was like the size of a school bus with tentacles as thick as tree trunks. Nora gasped, "Don't wake it up!" But the octopus's enormous eye slowly blinked open. It could sense the van right next to it, and its tentacles came to life and started opening up towards them. Luke tried to grab the wheel and turn the van, but it was too late. The massive octopus wrapped its powerful arms around the van, squeezing and trying to crush it. Alarms blared as the pressure inside the van went up. "We have to get out of here," Nora cried. Luke slammed his hands on the rocket boost button, and with a burst of speed, the submarine tore free from the octopus's grip as they rocketed to the surface, away from the grip of the octopus, who sank back into the dark depths of the sea. Luke and Nora breathed a sigh of relief. As the submarine transformed back into a van on the shore. "Van, take us home. We're tired," said Luke. And so the van took them back all the way to their house and pulled up their driveway and into the garage, safe and sound. And when the kids got out of the car, their mom and dad were waiting right there in the garage. And their dad said, "What on earth were you kids doing?" Luke and Nora told them the whole story, and their dad sighed. Oh, man, oh 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 man. And he noticed that the van was all scratched up now, so he said, "Well, looks like I'm going to have to repaint this." So the next day, their dad picked up some car paint from the paint store, and when he got home, he realized he got the wrong color. So he went ahead and covered up the scratches and fixed the whole problem, but now the van had completely changed colors. But this actually turned out to be a good thing, because when the government agents returned and knocked on the door and asked to see the van again, they took him right to the garage and they said, "Hey, weren't you looking for a black van? Because this van we have here is gray." And the government agent said, "Oh, right. We were looking for a black van. You know, I don't know about this, Jimmy. I don't think this is the right van. You said we were looking for a black van, and this one here is gray. Did you bring us to the wrong house again, Jimmy? This is the third time this week." And the other agent said, "Yeah, I guess you're right, Greg. I don't think this is the right one. Maybe it's at the next house next door. Let's keep moving on, huh?" And so the agents went back to their car and drove away, and Luke and Nora exchanged a smile, excited for their next adventure in the rocket van, wherever that might be. But that's a story for another day.